Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. At the start of this year, I decided to paint Georgia Hardstark from the My Favourite Murder podcast with her cat Elvis, who had passed away late last year. I remember seeing an update about his health and then when he had passed away, and after seeing a few photos that Georgia had posted on her Instagram, I decided to paint one of them. At this moment, I'd only painted maybe 10 oil paintings and still consider myself a newbie. I felt comfortable enough to tackle a painting like this, but I had my self-doubts because I kept thinking, oh, what if this doesn't look right, or what if I get her skin tone wrong, and basically having thoughts that my skills just weren't good enough. But I thought I'm still going to paint this picture. It's a really lovely, heartwarming picture, and after many hours of listening to the My Favourite Murder podcast, I felt that kind of connection to Georgia and, you know, hearing Elvis's meow at the end of every podcast. I'm sure a lot of listeners of the podcast will completely relate. You just have that sort of connection. So with that in mind, I still wanted to make this painting. Shortly after I painted it, I took photos and shared it to my Instagram. I was a little bit nervous because I wasn't fully confident in my skills, and I know quite a few of my followers were also fans of the podcast, as I've made a few international friendships through our love of the podcast. But the response was really great. Georgia herself had seen the painting and shared it on her Instagram, and now the painting is with her. The entire thing took me by surprise, and I remember feeling just so happy and grateful for this entire experience, but also it gave me that bit of validation that I needed for me to think, alright, okay, maybe my painting skills are actually getting better. But after years of creating artwork and, you know, like mostly portrait commissions, and now after a year and a half of painting, I've realised that my thoughts on how I view my paintings and my skills is personal. I'm a huge critic on myself, and sometimes I don't share my work because I feel like I'm not ready, or like this particular work that I've done, like it's not as good as my other paintings that I've done. And I'm sure if you're watching this and you're a creative, you may have similar thoughts. It's definitely a personal experience, but from an outsider's perspective, they most likely will see you and your work as amazing and will encourage you to keep creating and sharing. So this experience clearly showed me that even if I have moments of self-doubt about a particular piece, it can create such a positive feeling for someone else. In this case, it was for Georgia. She absolutely loved the painting, and the fact that you can create something so meaningful to someone else and it affects them in a positive way, that completely outweighs my negative self-talk. And had I not shared my painting because I felt like it wasn't good enough, I wouldn't have this amazing experience and also this personal experience with one of my favourite podcasters. This is a bit of a short video, but I wanted to share the time-lapse and also like the thoughts that I had while creating this piece, and also a little thing that I learned from it as well. I hope you all like this painting. Feel free to follow me, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye!